Kate Middleton shocks Eurovision viewers with surprise piano-playing cameo. Kate Middleton shocked viewers across the world Saturday when she made a surprise cameo in the opening scene of the Eurovision grand finale, playing piano as part of a rendition of last year's winning song from Ukraine. The Princess of Wales played a few opening bars of Ukrainian group Kalish Orchestra's song Stefania in a brief 10-second performance at the beginning of the program. She wore a striking blue Jenny Packham dress and earrings that belonged to the late Queen in the pre-recorded clip, according to the BBC. The color of the dress was reportedly chosen to reflect the Ukrainian flag. The performance was recorded earlier this month in the Crimson Drawing Room of Windsor Castle, and was part of a performance that included contributions from Lord Lloyd Webber, Sam Ryder, Ms. Banks, Ballet Black, Bolt Strings and Joss Stone. Eurovision's grand finale was expected to be viewed by as many as 160 million people worldwide. This year the competition, the 67th, was held in the M&S Bank Arena in Liverpool, England, after last year's winner, Ukraine, was unable to host amid the ongoing war with Russia. It is the first time in the past 25 years that the contest has been held in the United Kingdom. On Tuesday, King Charles and Queen Camilla also made a surprise appearance at Eurovision in a pre-recorded video, just days after Charles's coronation. In the clip, just a few seconds long, Queen Camilla, dressed in a royal blue coat dress, and King Charles, wearing a navy blue suit jacket and royal blue pattern tie, standing together backstage as people wearing elaborate costumes pass by. Swedish singer Loreen was named winner Eurovision Song Contest for a second time, with her power ballad Tattoo. Pitch Perfect Kate opens Eurovision in style, but it's downhill for the UK from there. Piano-playing princess stuns as she plays along to last year's winning song from Windsor Castle, but Mae Muller finishes second last for UK as Sweden stormed to victory. The Princess of Wales opened the final of Eurovision in spectacular fashion, with a touching piano performance tribute to Ukraine. But the contest ended in heartbreak for the UK's entrant Mae Muller, who came second last. Kate played piano alongside last year's Ukrainian winners, the Kalish Orchestra, in a stunning opening sequence for the grand final, shown to an estimated worldwide audience of 160 million. Each of the 26 acts fought to get their hands on the coveted glass microphone trophy, but it was Sweden who stormed to victory, with their act Loreen making history as the first woman to win the competition twice. Loreen won with a staggering 583 points, followed closely by Finland. Ukraine, meanwhile, scored an impressive 243 points after rocketing up the leaderboard, thanks to the public vote. But the UK's Mae Muller looked crestfallen as the scores for her performance were read out, and she ended the night with just 24 points, despite being among the top 10 favorites going in. Liverpool hosted the competition on behalf of war-torn Ukraine, which won the contest last year, and fans around the UK proudly showed their support for both countries. Eurovision fans went wild for hosts Graham Norton, Hannah Waddingham, Alessia Dixon and Ukrainian rock star Julia Sanina. Hannah Waddingham was forced to calm booing crowds in Liverpool, reminding them that everyone was friends, as it was revealed that the UK entry received just a handful of points in the public vote. Following the individual country jury votes, Sweden were on top with 277 points, and they topped the leaderboard again when the public vote came through. Italy and Israel's entries following in second and third, almost neck and neck with 141 and 137 points. Hannah Waddingham and Graham Norton spoke to announcers across the entrant countries, each of which told them where their 12 points would be going. But the early days results for Eurovision 2023 put the UK in the bottom half of the leaderboard, with only 15 points. Audiences around the world were treated to further performances as they waited for the votes to come in, with Sam Ryder and Roger Taylor from Queen taking to the stage. Merseyside's own Sonia, who competed in Eurovision in 1993, entertained with a rendition of her entry Better the Devil You Know, after clips of her time in the competition were shown on the big screen. As scores were declared by each country's representative, many of the spokespeople paid tribute to the strength of Ukraine. Among them was Estonian footballer and Liverpool cult hero Ragnar Klavan, who, in the spirit of his former club, told Ukraine it would never walk alone, as he delivered his country's Dow's points. While the contest has made a series of nods to the ongoing Russian invasion of Ukraine, the European Broadcasting Union banned President Zelensky from making a video address, saying it would breach its political ban. Organizers made sure that Ukraine played a major role, with the opening song featuring Catherine, Princess of Wales, a powerful but subtle show of support for Ukraine. The surprise performance, recorded at Windsor Castle earlier this month, has been a closely guarded palace secret, and saw the princess perform alongside Andrew Lloyd Webber and other British stars. Dressed in a stunning blue Jenny Packham gown chosen to match the color of the Ukraine flag, Kate was seen playing a grand piano for a 10-second performance. Kate also chose a pair of the late Queen's earrings, in memory of her late Majesty, who publicly supported Ukraine before her death in September. Kate was not the only star to cameo in the moving rendition of Stefania Kalish Orchestra's winning song last year, with the performance also featuring Joss Stone and other British performers. Sam Ryder, who was runner-up for the UK last year, made an appearance atop the famous Liver building, while Maestro Lord Andrew Lloyd Webber also accompanied Kalish Orchestra on the piano. The competition was opened in style by the princess and various artists, before each of the 26 acts was introduced to adoring crowds. After introductions and a flag parade, performances from each of the entrants got underway as they fought to do their home countries proud. Thousands from far and wide gathered for hours in the beating sun today, as they prepared to pile into the arena and fan zone in Liverpool. Flash mob choirs and DJs popped up all around the city. As the countdown to the main event came to an end, many were draped in Union Jack flags to support the UK's contestant Mae Muller, while others were seen donning the famous bucket hat worn by Eurovision champions Kalish Orchestra and Ukrainian flags. Ecstatic fans were seen sprinting straight to the stage front to secure a prime spot to watch the final, which gets underway at 8 p.m., with 160 million more expected to be watching it from home. The grand final saw Muller finally take to the stage. After months of preparation, the 25-year-old singer from North London performed her track, "I Wrote a Song," for the international voting public. Muller had hoped to continue the success of last year's UK entry Sam Ryder, who finished second behind Kalish Orchestra. But the UK's entrant faced tough odds to take the win. She was 10th favorite to win with odds of 41. Sweden were the favorites, followed by Finland and Ukraine. Muller said she had also been moved seeing just as many Ukrainian flags in the streets as British ones. "This is what Eurovision is about. It's about people supporting each other," she added. 26 acts performed, as well as appearances from the UK's previous Eurovision winner, Katrina Leskinich of Katrina and the Waves. Fans could hardly contain their excitement as they piled into the arena this evening. Many were dressed up as Eurovision greats, and wrapped in their country's flags, paraded through the fan village in the build-up to the show. Sean, 28, from Liverpool, came wearing a t-shirt featuring Finnish entry Karija. The eccentric rapper, whose hyperpop hit Cha 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 is among the favorites to win. He said, "As you can see, I think you know who we are supporting today. Obviously the favorite is Finland. I do think he has got a chance." Speaking about UK entry Mae Muller, who is performing last, Sean added, "I enjoy the entry. I think there have been some issues with the vocals, but I think it is a good closer. It will be a nice way to round off the show." Mark, 29, also from Liverpool, wore a luminescent green outfit reminiscent of Karija's own bolero style jacket. He added of Muller's song, "It is very typically pop. It is not typical Eurovision style, which I quite like. I think it will do quite well." Speaking about Liverpool's showcasing of Ukrainian culture, Mark added, "I think it is amazing. If you go around you can see Ukraine everywhere, whether it is the signs or flags. It is just Ukrainian. It is even the case that they have brought a Ukrainian host in to help with Liverpool. I hope we have done Ukraine proud." Nikki, 30, from Darlington, came to the fan zone dressed as Serduchka with the Ukrainian flag painted on her cheeks, and told Pa she usually watched the grand final as part of a viewing party, but had been wanting to do this for years. She said she was supporting Loreen from Sweden, another favorite to win, but also backed Muller. However, Nikki added, "I think it's hard to compete with last year's act. We kind of hit our peak last year. It is just unfortunate we missed out on winning. But obviously everyone wanted Ukraine to do well, so hopefully she will be on the left side of the board." She said Liverpool's showcasing of Ukrainian culture around the city was fantastic, and showed we are united. Relationships between Liverpool and Ukraine will continue after the incredible Eurovision Song Contest, the city's cultural director has said. Director of Culture Liverpool Claire McColgan, who has led the cultural, community and educational programs running alongside the contest, said, "I think it's been the most incredible experience of my life ever. I think for lots of people in Liverpool and around the world, it will be the most incredible event that they've ever been part of, ever been to." ever looked at on the television, and I am hugely proud of this city. Massively proud. She said that relationships forged with Ukraine, which was unable to host the contest because of the Russian invasion, would not end after Saturday's final. 26 acts performed tonight at the M&S Bank Arena in Liverpool, to an expected global audience of 160 million viewers, according to the BBC. It comes after the European Broadcasting Union, EBU, which produces the event, said it had declined Mr. Zelensky's request to speak on Saturday, over fears it could politicize the contest. He had wanted to make an unannounced video appearance, and had been expected to implore the global audience of millions to continue backing his country in its fight to repel Russian invaders. The EBU said Mr. Zelensky had laudable intentions, but regrettably his request was against the rules. The move prompted criticism from Prime Minister Rishi Sunak and his predecessor Boris Johnson, among other figures. The EBU has declined to comment further. The Eurovision Grand Final will air live on BBC One from 8 p.m. on Saturday.